Alright, we're starting now with the brush attachment on the oar. He's just going to scrub in some of the, you can see the carpet's getting kind of loose.
I'm really just trying to stand up some of the worn down fibers. This isn't to take stains out, it's to help some fiber damage. A lot of times this will fix it. It'll help fix the carpet that's got the fibers worn down. Sometimes it won't.
Look at that big old wad of hair you dug up. Oh, you just stop for a second here. Yeah, this is one of those where to save a little money, the customer vacuumed the carpet. And I don't think
that stays in the carpet.
Yeah, I don't think their vacuum works that great.
Well, this machine's aggressive enough, it pulls up a lot of stuff that you won't think it'll get to.
Yeah.
Stuff that a vacuum will miss.
This is one of the things we've shown in some other videos. If you use this before you vacuum your carpets, it gets down to all the deeply embedded stuff. You can see it pull up another piece. It gets all the deeply embedded stuff out. And number one, break that loose so you don't have to run over it with your vacuum cleaner and get stuck in your brushes, because you'll see it first. But also, a lot of times if you got stuff really embedded, the vacuum won't really be able to dig it out.
Go in there.
Alright, he's done brushing here. Let's see how many more hairs we get. Alright. Yeah, the brush does a good job. It kind of just digs things up all over the carpet. Now you can tell, I saw their vacuum that they had. It was like a just a regular Hoover upright, not an El Cheapo one either, a decent one. And you could tell when we vacuum these carpets with our rigid wet dry and the carpet nozzle, you don't find stuff like that coming out. So it actually does a pretty good job, even though there's no brush bar on it. It's got enough suction hooked up to a wet dry like that after you make a few passes from multiple directions, it does a good job agitating, and it gets most of the embedded stuff out. There's still occasionally some things that you won't get.
Someone asked us, is it easy to move the brush side to side and stuff on these oil carpenters? Here's the way it works. The brush works good if you go forward and backwards. You can move it side to side a little bit, but it's kind of hard to move across the carpet side to side because it grips into the carpet so good. The bonnet buff pad goes pretty much any direction you want to without too much trouble. But the brush, you kind of have to, it's easier if you kind of go forwards and backwards. Just aim into a spot that you want to brush that area and go forwards and backwards through the carpets. It's easier. But you can go side to side some like I'm doing, but it's a lot more work. See, I'm done brushing.
Alright.
You might as well just leave the film rolling. I'll go get the...
You just go get the bonnet. So that is not, I don't think, so much human hair. That's just some pieces of the carpet that, like I said, this carpet's pretty worn out. I'll take this outside real quick while he's doing that. We finally got some decent spring weather here to clean in. I'll just drop that out there. We have lots of birds making nests right now, so they'll love that. Yep, they're up there enjoying it already. I think they were putting the word out. Did you see what he just dropped? Yeah, we got lots of birds. Alright. Well, he's getting the machine ready. You can see we have a beautiful Central Texas spring day. And Central Texas is marked for its trees, which don't get very big because of the harsh weather. It gets very hot in the summertime and the trees just don't. Good. The trees don't get enough water every year to grow very big. Alright, here we go. We're going to do what we can with this particular carpet because it's just so worn out that there's not really a lot you can do with it. We'll make it look a little bit better, but when people come in here, the maintenance people will be coming in to get the apartment ready for the next tenants, and when they start walking on the carpet, it's going to mat down real fast. And I suspect they'll end up replacing it. Although if they don't, and they have us clean it, try to use it one more time, we'll be in here cleaning and try to make another video about it.
You want to pick that up for me?
Yeah, when we're doing these rental properties, a lot of times to save a little money, the customer will suggest, well, they can vacuum. And on this particular case, this is someone trying to get their deposit back, so when the carpets are dry in about 2 or 3 hours, if they want to come and go over with the vacuum again one more time, that's something they can do. The lights burn out in there, so you can't really see. But generally, when we're cleaning a vacant apartment and we're getting it ready for the next tenant, we vacuum it really, really thoroughly, and we make sure there's nothing really left behind and make the carpets look as nice as possible. When we're doing a carpet for someone who's trying to save a little money, they want to get their deposit back or whatever, what we do is the best deal we'll give them is you vacuum, and we'll clean the carpet, get the stains out for you, and kind of make the carpet fibers look better again. And then if you didn't do a very good job vacuuming, you may want to vacuum it again to make sure that it looks as good as possible so the manager will see it. Because we're not going to come back in here and post vacuum. That's going to be something the customer can do. And some of the people we do inspect that have monthly inspections on their units, we have the same kind of deal with them. Is you vacuum up the carpet, and we'll just run the machine and clean it. And if we have to vacuum, we charge a little extra on that for those situations, because people are on a tight budget, and to save some money, we're happy to take a step out if it's something that will still end up with a clean carpet. But when you're using a method like this to clean with, your carpets are going to be dry in 2 or 3 hours, where you can go over them with a vacuum cleaner if you want to and post vacuum.
Maybe less.
Yeah, and it's a good idea if you wait till your carpets are dry to go over it again, because carpet bonnets and brushes, they dig stuff out that's deep in the carpet matting that you just don't know is in there. And I don't think these people vacuumed as regularly as they should. So
well, these people, this vacuum gun is just, this thing pulls up a lot of stuff that you don't even know is in there. It's stuff a vacuum misses.
Yeah.
This will, no matter how nice your vacuum cleaner is, or how expensive it is, or how good it works, this will find stuff that your vacuum cleaner misses every time. It's so powerful.
Unless you're one of those people that get you brand new carpet and you vacuum it every couple of days and maintain it that way, you probably won't get a lot of buildup in your carpet. But most people are going to occasionally have those times when they just don't feel like vacuuming for a couple of weeks. During that time, you're going to get some stuff that's embedded. And if you've got pets, and they had a couple of cats, you're going to end up with pet fur in your carpet that is probably going to build up over time. Yeah, you can see it's still digging up a lot of stuff.
No, he vacuumed good. He did his best, but no vacuum can stand up to one of these machines. All right, let's head to the next room.
Now, we had a subscriber who also has an ORC, and he asked a question this week about, he said that he sees that we go pretty fast with the machine, and when he tries to go fast, there's a lot of work and he can't seem to get it to go for him like that. He has to go a lot slower. And along baseboards and along walls, he says the machine, it seems like it bounces into the wall a lot and vibrates. Now, and we kind of told him what I'm going to mention here. Different carpet types, it's gonna make a difference on how the machine runs. He was asking us because we put down more free spray maybe to make it smoother, but that really doesn't make that big a difference if your bonnet's wet or if you put down a lot of extra free spray. That's not going to make a big difference. It's just really probably the carpets that we clean in these rental units. These are the kind of carpets that contractors put in, new homes, starter homes. They're not designed to really hold up for 20 years. It's only going to last maybe 5 years, and then you're going to start seeing wear and tear, and then that's on the owners to replace their carpets with something nicer if they want. They buy these things in bulk, and it's not necessarily the kind of carpet that you would choose for your own home, but it's basically the kind of thing you're going to find in rental houses. And that's probably one of the reasons we don't have a lot of trouble with these carpets. They're not real thick, and the fibers are not designed in such a way that you're going to find a lot of resistance when you walk on them. You'll feel they're not as bouncy as a more expensive carpet. But if you're doing sculpted carpets or really high quality, expensive carpets, you may have a little more trouble than it looks like we do. But it's gonna vary. The machine we may make it look like it's pretty easy to use the machine, but it does take a little bit of effort.
It's easy once you get used to it.
Yeah, and of course with anything, you get used to it over time and you'll find it easier and easier.
It's easy. It's actually fun to use. I always look forward to cleaning the carpet with this machine.
I enjoy watching the machine being used because I find it very low effort. Now when you're doing hard floors and things like that, there's hardly any effort at all involved in moving the machine around, but carpets do take some work. It's definitely not as hard as running most extractors. Something like a Hoover steam vac or something like that would probably be more effort required to keep it moving around than it takes with this. Alright, the carpet's almost done. We're going to come back and rake it, and he'll probably vacuum it again himself later, but we're going to put a link in the video description below for the Oreck and for the different attachments that we use, so you can go check on Amazon if you want to, and you can read other customers' reviews on not just the Oreck, but on the bonnet and everything else. And there's some comments on some of our videos if you want to read those, that you can see some of the things people ask about them and everything. And I hope we try to cover everything as much as we can, but I hope you'll be able to find some answers that way. And if you want to use the Amazon links, just to explain how those work, it doesn't add to the price of anything you buy when you use someone's affiliate link, because you're going to pay the same price regardless. But it helps out the people who put up the videos or write the reviews to, for the time that they've taken to putting things up to help other people maybe find a good machine or something that they want to have for their own use. So we try to do that, not just to make a little money, but also because it's always helpful for people to be able to find the product that you're using and talking about. If you've got questions or comments or anything, please feel free to leave those below, and we'll try to answer them as best as we can. And things are a little slow this week. We probably won't have any other videos till next week sometime, but I hope you enjoy this one. It's kind of a short one this week. And if you have any questions at all, let us know. And besides that, I might show, when we come back over here in a rake, I may show you a finished result if things work out that way, because we're not going to be back for a few minutes. But if not, then thanks for watching this video, and if you stay tuned, you may see the raking if we get over here in time. But thanks for watching, and keep tuning in. We'll put up a new video soon. I'll talk to you later.